Did you know Abebe Bikila ran barefoot to victory? In 1960 at the Rome Olympics, Ethiopian runner Abebe Bikila made history by winning the marathon while completely barefoot. This remarkable achievement was not just a personal triumph, it was a groundbreaking moment, marking the first time an African athlete secured an Olympic gold medal in a long-distance race. With a stunning time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 16 seconds, Bikila's victory challenged perceptions about running and highlighted the incredible potential of athletes from Africa. Abebe's decision to run without shoes stemmed from a last-minute equipment issue, but it turned into a symbol of resilience and determination. His win resonated worldwide, inspiring countless runners and motivating future generations. Bikila's story reminds us that greatness can emerge from unexpected circumstances, and his legacy continues as a testament to the power of perseverance and the beauty of sport. How many other incredible tales like his await us in Olympic history? You won't believe this about Hitler's close calls. Throughout history, there have been at least 42 documented assassination attempts on Adolf Hitler, each one a gripping tale of courage and intrigue. One of the most famous plots was Operation Valkyrie, which aimed to remove Hitler from power, yet it ultimately failed. This operation involved high-ranking military officials who believed that if they could kill Hitler, they could negotiate a peace deal with the Allies. However, luck was not on their side. The bomb they planted in a conference room did not kill Hitler, who escaped with only minor injuries. Other failed attempts were fueled by factors like miscommunication and Hitler's own deep-seated paranoia, which made him incredibly cautious. The sheer number of these attempts highlights the extreme lengths people were willing to go to stop a dictator whose actions brought immense suffering to the world. Can you imagine living in those turbulent times? Discover Italy's amazing wine fountain that never closes. Located in the stunning region of Abruzzo, the Fontana del Vino is a delightful surprise along the Camino di San Tommaso pilgrimage route. This unique attraction, installed by the Dora Sarchisi Vineyard, offers travelers the chance to enjoy free red wine 24 hours a day. Imagine walking along a scenic path and stumbling upon a fountain that pours out fine wine instead of water. This innovative concept not only reflects the region's rich winemaking heritage, but also promotes a warm culture of hospitality and friendship. Visitors can taste the local wines while embracing the relaxed surroundings. The wine fountain has quickly become a must-visit destination for tourists and locals alike, inviting everyone to take a break and savor the experience. So whether you're on a pilgrimage or just exploring, the Fontana del Vino is a wonderful invitation to indulge in Abruzzo's flavors. How cool is that? What if I told you sneezing protects your eyes? Every time you feel a sneeze coming on, your body triggers an automatic reaction. Your eyelids close. This reflex isn't just a quirky habit, it serves a crucial purpose. By shutting your eyes, you protect your eyeballs from tiny droplets and particles that might be released when you sneeze. Sneezing is your body's way of expelling irritants or germs from your nose, and while some people claim they can sneeze with their eyes open, it's generally not recommended. Keeping your eyes closed during a sneeze shields them from harm, reducing the risk of irritation or potential injury. So the next time you feel a sneeze building up, remember it's not just a random reflex. Your body is working to keep your eyes safe. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies have these built-in protective measures? Did you know your skin feeds the dust bunnies? It's surprising, but a big part of household dust is made up of dead skin cells. On average, each person sheds about 0.05 ounces of skin every single day. That's like tossing out a tiny handful of skin flakes into your home environment daily. Think about it. Skin cells are constantly being replaced as your body works to stay healthy, and these flakes float away, settling into carpets, furniture, and all those nooks and crannies. This process isn't just harmless, it supports an entire ecosystem of microscopic creatures in your home, like dust mites who thrive on these skin cells. For some, this might raise concerns about allergies or asthma, as dust could trigger reactions. Regular cleaning can help control dust levels and keep your living space fresh. So next time you're sweeping or vacuuming, remember you're not just cleaning up dirt, you're tackling a little skin museum right there in your home. Have you ever wondered why Pink was confused? In 2017, Pink opened up about her iconic hit, Get the Party Started, which was penned by Linda Perry, the talented member of the band Four Non Blondes. While this infectious anthem became synonymous with celebration and good times, Pink admitted she didn't quite grasp its full meaning. She shared her uncertainty, saying, "I don't know what she meant by it. I still don't know if it's I'm coming out or I'm coming up." This intriguing statement highlights a deeper conversation about artistic interpretation. Sometimes even the creators of a song can have varying understandings of their own work. The ambiguity of lyrics allows for personal connections, giving listeners the freedom to find their own meanings. So the next time you sing along to this catchy track, remember that the power of music lies in how it resonates differently with each of us. Why exactly does Victoria Peak captivate visitors? This iconic landmark in Hong Kong is famous for its stunning views that showcase the city's vibrant skyline, sparkling Victoria Harbor, and majestic mountains. When you reach the summit, you're treated to a breathtaking panorama that leaves a lasting impression. To climb to this breathtaking viewpoint, visitors can ride the Peak Tram, an enchanting funicular railway in operation since 1888. As the tram ascends at a steep angle, it weaves through lush greenery, offering a fresh perspective of the city's unique architecture along the way. The entire experience is delightful, with the tram's historic charm making the journey as memorable as the destination. Once at the top, visitors can enjoy leisurely strolls in the park, where they can snap photos or simply take in the incredible scenery. Cafes are available nearby, serving tasty treats for those looking to indulge. With its combination of natural beauty and urban landscape, Victoria Peak is not just a viewing point, but a place where unforgettable memories are made. Whether that's admiring the sunset, savoring delicious snacks, or exploring the fascinating exhibits nearby. Guess what makes Cuban taxis so special? In Cuba, you won't just find ordinary taxis, you'll encounter the charming almendrones. These vintage vehicles, often resembling lovingly preserved time machines, are a real slice of history on wheels. Originating as luxurious automobiles in the 1950s and 1960s United States, these elongated beauties have become iconic in the Cuban landscape. Their sleek lines and colorful finishes turn heads as they cruise down the vibrant streets of Havana. With names like Chevrolet, Ford, and Pontiac, many of these cars have been lovingly maintained by local families, some of whom have owned them since they were brand new. Riding in an almendron is like stepping back into a bygone era, complete with the hum of the engine and the vintage radio playing classic tunes. They serve not just as transportation, but as a symbol of Cuba's resilience and charm. In a world filled with modern vehicles, it's refreshing to see these beloved relics still thriving, showing how a piece of American history has melded with Cuban culture. Here's something incredible about vertical farming. This innovative method is transforming urban agriculture by enabling crops to grow in stacked layers, making it perfect for cities with limited space. Vertical farming uses a remarkable 90% less water than traditional farming, which is a huge win for conservation efforts. What's fascinating is that it doesn't even require soil. Instead, it utilizes nutrient-rich solutions that nourish plants directly. This means food can be produced closer to urban centers, cutting down the distance it travels to reach your plate. By minimizing transportation needs, vertical farming significantly reduces the environmental impact associated with food delivery, while ensuring that fresh produce is readily available in bustling city markets. Imagine biting into a crispy lettuce that was grown just a few floors above the ground you walk on. As cities continue to grow, vertical farming could be the key to sustainable food production, helping us feed more people while using fewer resources. So could this be the future of farming in our urban landscapes? Let's uncover the truth about leatherback sea turtles. These magnificent creatures are the largest of all sea turtles, often weighing over a whopping 1,000 pounds. Leatherbacks are famous for their unique ability to dive to incredible depths, sometimes exceeding 4,000 feet in search of jellyfish, their favorite snack. However, these ocean giants face serious challenges in their fight for survival. Currently classified as endangered, leatherbacks are threatened by issues like bycatch, where they accidentally get caught in fishing nets, as well as pollution that affects their ocean habitats. Additionally, habitat destruction along coastlines where they nest poses a significant risk to their population. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure these majestic turtles can thrive in our oceans. Organizations work tirelessly to protect nesting beaches and reduce the factors that lead to bycatch. By raising awareness and supporting conservation initiatives, we can all play a part in preserving these incredible animals. Will you help protect the leatherback sea turtles and their ocean home? What if I told you supermassive black holes shape galaxies? Recent studies suggest that many galaxies, including our very own Milky Way, are home to enormous black holes lurking at their centers. These supermassive black holes can have masses equivalent to millions or even billions of suns, and they exert an incredible gravitational pull. This immense gravity influences the stars and gas surrounding them, playing a crucial role in how galaxies form and evolve over time. The presence of a supermassive black hole may help regulate star formation, as their gravitational influence can stimulate or hinder the birth of new stars. As scientists continue to explore these cosmic giants, they're uncovering more about the relationship between supermassive black holes and the galaxies they inhabit. How do you think these black holes impact our understanding of the universe? Why exactly does the ocean glow in the Maldives? Off the coast of Vadhu, a stunning natural wonder known as bioluminescence transforms the shoreline into a magical spectacle. As night falls, the waves shimmer with a brilliant blue light, captivating anyone fortunate enough to witness it. This dazzling display is not a trick of the imagination. It is caused by tiny marine organisms called dinoflagellates. These plankton emit light when they are disturbed, creating the enchanting glow when waves crash or footsteps disturb their watery home. Many people liken this ethereal phenomenon to the night sky sprinkled with stars, lending an otherworldly charm to the beach. Interestingly, scientists believe that this bioluminescence functions as a defense mechanism, helping dinoflagellates confuse predators long enough to escape. This interplay of beauty and survival highlights the exquisite connections within marine ecosystems. So if you find yourself in the Maldives, don't miss your chance to stroll along the beach of Vadhu, where ocean waves sparkle like cosmic jewels and reveal nature's secrets. Believe it or not, Alexander the Great had a Hindu guru. This intriguing relationship flourished during Alexander's campaigns in India. The guru, known for his wisdom and spiritual insight, traveled with the army, offering guidance and support. However, the end of this story took a tragic turn. Following a self-immolation, a ritual act of sacrifice, the army sought to honor him in a severely misguided way, a drinking contest. The soldiers, eager to prove their bravery, consumed vast amounts of wine, with some drinking up to 13 liters of unmixed alcohol in one sitting. This dangerous competition resulted in a heartbreaking outcome. 42 soldiers lost their lives to alcohol poisoning, including the unfortunate winner. Such incidents remind us of the extremes that come from both devotion and reckless celebration. How could such an event unfold within the ranks of one of history's greatest armies? Can you imagine the meaning behind Kazakhstan? The suffix "stand" in many country names like Pakistan and Kazakhstan has a fascinating origin that connects deeply to culture and geography. In Persian, "stand" means land of or place of, signifying that these countries are more than just names. They represent unique identities and histories. Each name paints a picture of the land and its people, showing how language reflects cultural heritage. For instance, Afghanistan literally means the land of the Afghans, while Kazakhstan translates to the land of the Kazakhs. This linguistic clue helps us understand the significance of geographic belonging among various nations in Central and South Asia. So next time you hear these country names, remember the rich stories they tell about their land and people. Why did Daniel Craig become a stormtrooper in Star Wars? In a surprising twist, Daniel Craig, the famous actor known for his role as James Bond, made a secret cameo in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. His appearance playing a stormtrooper is an Easter egg that flies under the radar for many fans. You might be wondering how such a big star ended up in a galaxy far, far away. Craig's involvement was part of a fun tradition in the Star Wars franchise, where filmmakers often include brief, unexpected cameos by well-known actors. When you watch the scene, Craig's character captures Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, but don't expect to see his face. He's hidden behind the typical stormtrooper armor. The decision to add his cameo was meant to inject a bit of humor and surprise into the film, delighting eagle-eyed viewers who catch this clever nod. So next time you watch The Force Awakens, pay close attention. Who knows what other surprises might be tucked away in this adventurous space saga? Surprisingly, it's a fact that North Korea delayed World Cup broadcasts. During the 2014 World Cup, something unusual happened in North Korea. While soccer fans around the world eagerly watched live matches, North Korean viewers had to wait a staggering 24 to 36 hours for the same experience. This intentional delay was not just a quirky programming choice, it served as a key method of censorship. By controlling when and how the matches were shown, the North Korean government managed the information its citizens received, shaping their perception of the outside world. Imagine the thrill of fans in other countries rejoicing over goals while North Koreans waited, unaware of the latest thrilling moments and only able to see them through the government's edited lens. This tactic also allowed the regime to remove any politically sensitive content, ensuring that only a curated, appropriate depiction of the World Cup reached the viewers. This fascinating intersection of sports and politics illustrates how tightly the entertainment world and governance are woven together in North Korea, turning a global event into a tool of influence. Despite the delays for many North Koreans, these broadcasts provided a rare glimpse into international culture, showcasing the power of sports to connect people even in the most isolated nations. Is it really true that okapis are giraffe relatives? Most people picture giraffes as tall, spotted animals. But here's a fascinating twist. The okapi, found in the dense rainforests of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, is actually their closest living relative. You might think this unique creature, often mistaken for a zebra because of its striking striped legs, belongs to a completely different family. However, genetic studies reveal that, despite their differences in height and appearance, okapis and giraffes share a common ancestor. This mysterious animal, which can grow up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder, has a sleek body and long neck, helping it reach leaves in its forest home, while its stripes serve as camouflage against predators. Sadly, the okapi faces threats from habitat loss and poaching. Understanding their connection to giraffes helps highlight the importance of conservation efforts to protect this unique animal. Did you know that ignoring unknown calls can protect you? In today's digital age, your phone is an essential tool, but it can also be a trap. Studies indicate that around 67% of individuals choose to ignore calls from unknown numbers, and their caution is well-founded. Many scammers employ tactics like spoofed caller ID to masquerade as trusted institutions, such as banks or even a family member's phone line. These malicious calls often involve social engineering strategies that aim to create urgency or manipulate emotions, presenting opportunities that seem too good to be true. Scammers might also use robocalls to learn about your habits and gather personal data. To safeguard yourself, experts recommend utilizing call blocking apps, reporting any suspicious numbers, and, whenever in doubt, letting those unfamiliar calls go to voicemail. Some modern devices have turned the tide, equipped with AI capabilities that can screen and transcribe unknown callers in real time, adding an extra layer of defense against deception. So when your phone buzzes with an unknown label, consider holding off on the answer, because the most alarming aspect of a scam can be just how convincing it appears. What if I told you small businesses do pay taxes? Many people assume that small businesses mostly dodge taxes thanks to write-offs and loopholes, but that's a common misconception. In reality, small businesses face a variety of tax obligations, including federal income tax, state taxes, payroll taxes, and self-employment taxes. While it's true that businesses can deduct certain expenses like equipment purchases or travel, these write-offs don't mean they are free from paying taxes altogether. According to the IRS, the tax rates paid by small businesses are often similar to those faced by individual taxpayers. So the idea that small businesses operate tax-free is largely inaccurate. Understanding this can help clear up confusion and shed light on the financial realities that many small entrepreneurs navigate every year. Prepare to be amazed by elephants' environmental impact. Elephants are not just majestic creatures, they are essential ecosystem engineers. These giants play a crucial role in shaping their habitats, which is vital for the health of many ecosystems. One of the most amazing things they do is create water holes. When they dig, they help ensure that other animals can access water during dry seasons. Elephants also uproot plants and knock down trees, which can prevent overgrowth and allow sunlight to reach smaller plants beneath. This behavior promotes a rich variety of species, making their surroundings more diverse and vibrant. In fact, many other animals rely on the changes elephants bring to thrive. Whether it's birds nesting in fallen trees or herbivores finding new grazing areas, elephants' actions positively impact countless lives. Isn't it fascinating how one species can create a cascade of benefits for an entire ecosystem? Here's something incredible about Nike's beginnings. Nike was founded on January 25, 1964, by two ambitious visionaries, Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. What started as Blue Ribbon Sports began with a simple idea: to create better athletic shoes for runners. Bill, a track coach at the University of Oregon, experimented with designs and materials, while Phil, a former runner, embarked on a journey to sell Japanese sneakers in the United States. Their combined passion led them to innovate not just shoes, but a whole culture around athleticism. Over time, the brand evolved, and so did its iconic swoosh logo, which has become one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. Today, Nike is synonymous with sports and fitness, inspiring millions to push their limits. Can you believe how it all began with just two people's dedication and a shared dream? Guess what really drives Thailand's anti-orange movement? In recent years, a bold group in Thailand sparked an unusual trend. They decided to avoid the color orange entirely. This movement emerged from the belief that orange symbolizes chaos and doom, primarily stemming from political tensions in the country. Members shunned not just orange clothing, but also orange food and even the vibrant hues of sunsets. The leader of this intriguing movement took it a step further by donning exclusively neutral colors to set an example and reinforce their message. While it may seem strange to some, this action reflects a deeper cultural response to political and social issues, showcasing how colors can carry weighty meanings in society. So the next time you see an orange sunset in Thailand, think about the story behind it. Can a single color really influence a movement? Here's something incredible about hippopotamonstrose squipedaliophobia. This 36-letter word humorously describes the fear of long words, and it's as amusing as it is ironic. Can you imagine being afraid of a word that itself is overwhelmingly lengthy? The origin of this playful term goes back to the Roman poet Horace, who mentioned a similar concept over 2,000 years ago in the 1st century BCE. Fast forward to 2000, and we find the modern version of the word was popularized by American poet Amy Nejukumatathil. The sheer length of the term often sparks laughter, which might just lighten the mood for those dealing with this unusual phobia. Whether it's the challenge of pronunciation or the sheer absurdity of it, hippopotamonstrose squipedaliophobia reminds us how language can be both delightful and daunting. So what do you think? Does the word itself inspire fear or laughter? Discover the amazing bond between clownfish and sea anemones. Did you know that these vibrant orange and white clownfish live in harmony with their protective partners, the sea anemones? This unique relationship is called symbiosis, where both organisms benefit. Clownfish are brave little swimmers that actually seek out the anemone's stinging tentacles, which keep many predators at bay. In return, these colorful fish offer protection and food scraps to the anemones. They also help circulate water around the anemones, ensuring they get the nutrients they need to thrive. It's quite a teamwork situation in the coral reefs. Without clownfish, sea anemones would be more vulnerable to threats, and without the anemones, clownfish would lack a safe home. So the next time you see a clownfish darting around an anemone, remember that their friendship is not just cute, it's crucial for their survival. Discover the Beatles' surprising final contract signing. It might surprise you to learn that the Beatles were not legally dissolved until 1974. This historical moment came when John Lennon signed the final contract while enjoying a vacation at Disney World in Florida. Imagine the iconic Beatle, surrounded by the magic of Disney, finalizing the end of an era that transformed music forever. This quirky detail adds a fun twist to the band's fascinating history, showcasing how even monumental decisions can occur in unexpected places. The Beatles had already left an indelible mark on popular culture, defined by their innovative songwriting and memorable performances. Yet, the fact that their official separation took place in a theme park adds a touch of whimsy to their legacy. So, the next time you think of the Beatles, remember this unusual piece of trivia. What could be more iconic than signing paperwork in the happiest place on earth? Why exactly does your face reveal your wealth? A fascinating study from the University of Toronto in 2018 suggests that our facial features can reveal more about our socioeconomic status than we might think. Researchers found that by examining grayscale photos of people's faces, observers could accurately guess their economic standing with an impressive 68% accuracy. This eye-opening result indicates that our life experiences and well-being may subtly shape our facial traits over time. For example, features like smile lines, skin texture, and even the overall expression can act like invisible signals, telling a story about our background and lifestyle. Think about it. Your face is not just a reflection of your individuality, but also a canvas that tells the world about your circumstances. So the next time you look in the mirror, consider how much your face portrays about your life journey. Could your expressions be revealing hidden truths? Here's what actually happens when creativity drives design. The world of Toyota. Kata Designers showcases the incredible fusion of creativity and innovation in the automotive industry. These talented individuals don't just build cars, they reimagine what vehicles can be, focusing on user experience and environmental sustainability. By combining artistic vision with engineering prowess, Toyota's design teams explore new materials, shapes, and technologies that challenge conventional thinking. For instance, their emphasis on ergonomics and safety features highlights how good design can enhance everyday life while ensuring safety on the road. The collaborative atmosphere in their studios allows designers to bounce ideas off each other, sparking revolutionary concepts that may one day change how we drive. So next time you see a sleek Toyota on the street, remember that it's not just a car, it's a product of inspired thinking and innovative design. Can you believe Gary Oldman is younger than Gary Newman? This fun fact is a quirky twist in the world of celebrity birthdays. Gary Oldman, the acclaimed actor known for his roles in movies like Dracula and The Darkest Hour, was born just 13 days after the talented musician Gary Newman, famous for hits like Cars and Our Friends Electric. This amusing coincidence doesn't carry any practical significance, but it certainly adds a sprinkle of charm to how we look at the lives of famous individuals. Birthdays can often spark discussions and comparisons, and this funny overlap reminds us that even in the limelight, details like age can be oddly aligned. Both Garys, each with their unique contributions to entertainment, show us how random coincidences can create an interesting backdrop to their careers. This playful tidbit might not impact their legacies, but it's a neat reminder of the randomness of life and the delightful surprises hidden in the timeline of celebrities. So next time you hear their names, remember this quirky birthday fact. Guess what really drives our fascination with Gilligan's Island? In the early 1960s, the U.S. Coast Guard was surprised to receive letters from viewers who were genuinely concerned about the fate of the castaways on this wildly popular TV show. Audiences became so invested in the fictional lives of Gilligan and his friends that they began asking why they hadn't been rescued from their tropical paradise. The show, which debuted in 1964, captured hearts with its quirky characters and humorous misadventures, blending comedy with a touch of suspense. Viewers felt a strong connection to the situation, reflecting a deeper desire for rescue and justice in their own lives. This odd but charming engagement illustrates how television can blur the lines between fiction and reality, evoking strong emotional responses. Why do you think we get so attached to characters and stories? Hard to believe, but Spain's anthem has no lyrics. This makes it one of the most unique national anthems in the world. The Spanish national anthem, known as the Marcha Real, stands out because it is purely instrumental, unlike many anthems that boast stirring lyrics. While most countries express their national pride and history through words, Spain embraces a melodic tradition that relies solely on music. This peculiarity has sparked all sorts of discussions and attempts to create lyrics, but none have gained official acceptance. It's fascinating to think about how anthems often reflect a nation's spirit, and in Spain's case, the absence of lyrics invites listeners to focus purely on the music. The spirited tune plays during significant events, from sporting matches to royal ceremonies, uniting people in a shared experience without a need for words. Can you imagine how it feels to sing along with an anthem that has none? Let's uncover the truth about flying snakes. The Southeast Asian flying snake, known as Chrysopelea, has an extraordinary talent. It can glide gracefully from tree to tree. This isn't just a random leap. These snakes skillfully flatten their bodies into a wing-like shape, allowing them to soar through the air. Imagine launching off a branch and floating over 33 feet. This remarkable feat is made possible through undulating movements that control their flight path, similar to how a fish swims. While they might not have wings or engines like birds or planes, their unique gliding technique keeps them safe from predators and helps them hunt for food. It's fascinating to think about how evolution has equipped these snakes with such an amazing survival strategy. Next time you think about snakes, remember that some can fly. How cool is that? Is it really true that ants can create super colonies? The fascinating Argentine ant has taken teamwork to a whole new level by forming massive super colonies that stretch across continents. These incredible structures are made up of millions of nests and billions of individual ants, all working together as one cohesive unit. Unlike typical colonies that defend their territory, super colonies can span vast distances, allowing them to dominate landscapes. It's a bit like a giant family reunion, where every ant knows they belong to the same group. This extraordinary cooperation enables them to gather food more efficiently, fend off predators, and thrive in various environments. The sheer scale of these super colonies highlights the ants' amazing social organization, proving that even tiny creatures can accomplish monumental feats when they work together. How do they manage this level of collaboration? Most people don't know this about your ears. Human noses and ears keep growing throughout a person's life thanks to cartilage, a flexible tissue that doesn't stop expanding as we age. While most of our body parts, like arms and legs, grow until we hit adulthood, noses and ears march to the beat of their own drum. What's fascinating is that cartilage has a unique quality. It can continue to stretch and change shape over time. This means that as we get older, you might notice your ears becoming larger or your nose drooping slightly. It's a phenomenon that many people find surprising and even a bit quirky. In fact, by the time we reach our senior years, our noses and ears can appear a little more prominent than in our youth. So next time you catch a glimpse of your reflection, remember those growing features are just your body's way of changing with time. It's a strange yet intriguing part of being human, highlighting how our bodies are always adapting, even when we're not aware of it. Have you ever wondered about candy colors? The vibrant hue of your favorite childhood treat, which many associate with fun and nostalgia, actually originated from a happy accident. When manufacturers were experimenting with flavors, they stumbled upon a specific color that turned out to be remarkably appealing. Instead of relying on common colorants, they opted for this unexpected shade purely due to availability at the time. This serendipitous choice captivated consumers, leading to its adoption as the industry standard for colorful, chewy snacks. Now, we can't imagine candy without these eye-catching colors. It's fascinating how a simple twist of fate can influence the way we perceive such treats, making them not only delicious but also visually exciting. So next time you snack on those colorful confections, remember the quirky story behind their iconic color. Can you imagine breathing 400 million times in a lifetime? It sounds incredible, but it's true. On average, a person inhales and exhales about 20 times every minute. If you do the math, that adds up to around 28,800 breaths a day. Over the years, these breaths accumulate to a staggering total of approximately 400 million during a typical lifespan. To put it in perspective, that's roughly 53 million gallons of air. This massive amount allows our bodies to function properly, delivering oxygen to our cells and helping us expel carbon dioxide. Breathing is so automatic that we often take it for granted, yet it's vital for our survival. From the moment we are born to our last days, each breath keeps us alive and active. Just think about it. Those 400 million breaths include countless moments of laughter, surprise, and even sighs of relief. So as you take your next breath, appreciate the journey of air through your lungs and the incredible system that keeps you going. Guess what really drives Nike's name change? Originally, Nike was known as Blue Ribbon Sports when it first opened its doors in 1964. This name reflected the company's early focus on distributing Japanese athletic shoes in the US market. However, as the company began to grow and expand, the founders, Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman, felt a name change was necessary to better capture their vision. In 1971, they rebranded as Nike, inspired by the Greek goddess of victory. This decision not only gave the brand a fresh identity, but also aligned it with the competitive spirit of athleticism. The iconic swoosh logo, designed by Carolyn Davidson, soon followed, becoming one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. Today, Nike stands as a powerhouse in sports apparel and footwear, constantly pushing boundaries and inspiring athletes everywhere. Isn't it amazing how a simple name change can redefine a brand's identity? You might be shocked to learn that oceans produce our oxygen. While we often think of forests as the lungs of the earth, they actually take a back seat to the mighty oceans when it comes to oxygen production. The real powerhouses are tiny marine organisms called phytoplankton. These microscopic plants live in the sunlit surface layer of the ocean and are crucial for generating oxygen through photosynthesis. In fact, it's estimated that phytoplankton accounts for about 50 to 80% of the oxygen we breathe. This means that every second breath you take is thanks to these oceanic superheroes. Not only do they clean the air, but they also form the foundation of the marine food web, supporting countless species, from tiny zooplankton to massive whales. So next time you take a deep breath, remember to thank the oceans and all the tiny life forms within them. Prepare to be amazed by martial law's global impact. Despite being short-lived, martial law in South Korea captured the attention of many around the world, especially from key allies like the United States. Observers closely monitored the situation, expressing concerns about South Korea's commitment to democratic values. This period raised alarms about the potential for increased tensions with North Korea, emphasizing the delicate balance needed to maintain regional stability. The international community feared that any backslide into authoritarianism could destabilize not just South Korea, but the entire East Asian region. Allies urged for a quick return to democratic governance, recognizing that South Korea's political stability is crucial not just for its own citizens, but also for the safety and security of neighboring countries. What does this mean for the future of democracy in the region? Can you guess how long hue trees live? Hue trees, a fascinating type of tree, have a surprisingly short lifespan of just 4 to 7 years. In stark contrast, the pohan tree can thrive for an incredible 350 years. This difference in longevity underscores the amazing diversity found among tree species. While hue trees may not stick around for long, they still play a vital role in their ecosystems during their brief lives. Their rapid growth allows them to produce leaves and flowers quickly, attracting pollinators and contributing to the surrounding habitat. In comparison, the ancient pohan trees, with their mighty presence, provide stability and shelter for many creatures over generations. Each species has adapted uniquely to its environment, showcasing nature's remarkable ability to evolve different strategies for survival. So the next time you encounter a tree, think about its lifespan and the role it plays in supporting life around it. Isn't it interesting how much variety there is in our natural world? Why exactly does a starfish eat with its stomach? Unlike most animals, starfish have a fascinating way of digesting their food that sets them apart in the ocean world. Instead of munching their meals the traditional way, starfish can actually pull their stomachs out through their mouths. They use this unusual ability to wrap their stomachs around their prey, often targeting mollusks like clams and oysters. Once their stomach is outside their body, it releases digestive enzymes that break down the food into a soupy mixture, which the starfish then absorbs through its body. This method not only allows them to consume prey that is otherwise hard to crack open, but also makes them incredibly effective hunters. So next time you see a starfish, remember that it has a remarkable and rather strange eating technique that helps it thrive in its underwater habitat. Did you know that emojis started in Japan in the 1990s? Back then, Shigetaka Kurita designed the first emoji set as small pictorial icons to help people express emotions and ideas in digital messages. This original set featured simple images like hearts, smiling faces, and various weather symbols. As technology advanced, so did emojis. They became an essential part of mobile communication, capturing feelings and adding visual flair to our text-based conversations. Today, millions of people around the world use emojis to convey humor, sadness, love, and everything in between, often making conversations feel more personal and lively. The evolution of emojis reflects the way we communicate in the digital age, blending technology and emotion in ways that were once only possible with words. Can you imagine texting without emojis? Have you ever wondered why saffron is so pricey? Saffron wears the crown as the most expensive spice in the world, fetching astonishing prices that can reach up to $10,000 per pound. This high cost mainly comes from the incredibly labor-intensive process of harvesting it. Each tiny saffron thread is hand-picked from the beautiful crocus flower, which blooms only once a year. To gather just 1 pound of saffron, farmers must meticulously harvest over 150,000 blooms. Each flower only produces 3 strands of saffron, making the collection a labor of love. The vibrant color and unique flavor of saffron add rich taste to dishes like paella and risotto, elevating them to gourmet status. Beyond culinary uses, saffron is also prized in traditional medicine, enhancing its allure and value even further. So, the next time you encounter saffron on a menu or in a market, you'll know the immense effort that goes into producing this golden treasure. Explore the International Space Station from your couch. Thanks to Google Maps, you can take a virtual tour of one of the most extraordinary places in our solar system. Imagine floating effortlessly through the different modules where astronauts live and work. With just a click, you can zoom in on the sleeping quarters, laboratories, and even the stunning views of Earth from the station's windows. Such amazing technology lets you experience life in microgravity like never before. Your virtual adventure might include checking out the equipment used for experiments or catching a glimpse of meal prep in a zero-gravity kitchen. This online exploration offers an exciting way for students and space enthusiasts alike to learn about life beyond our planet. So why not take a break and dive into the wonders of space right now? Ever thought about why sarcasm is so tricky to read? Over a century ago, a clever inventor proposed a punctuation mark designed to indicate sarcasm. This unique symbol resembled a backward question mark and aimed to bring clarity to written communication, helping readers understand the tone behind the words. The mark was introduced during a time when misinterpretations were common, especially in letters and articles. However, despite its innovative concept, the sarcasm mark never gained popularity, leaving many to wonder why. Since then, we've relied on other tools like emojis and expressive writing to convey sarcasm. But wouldn't it have been fascinating if this punctuation had caught on? Instead of using winks or playful tones, imagine a world where sarcasm was just a simple punctuation away. Could this quirky mark have changed our texting and tweeting habits forever? Let's uncover the truth about Poland's Crooked House. This fascinating building, located in Sopot, boasts a whimsical design that seems to leap straight from a fairy tale. Its architect, Sotnig, crafted the crooked house to appear distorted, with walls that bend and curve in unexpected ways. Visitors often find themselves captivated by its surreal features, which include a roof that looks like a playful wave and windows that give a sense of fun and fantasy. Built in 2004, the Crooked House is part of the larger Sopat commercial complex, drawing tourists eager to see its quirky charm. Many come just to take photos, sharing the magic of this unusual landmark on social media. Exploring the Crooked House feels like stepping into a dream, a place where the ordinary rules of architecture don't apply. It stands as a reminder of how creativity can transform a space into something truly special. So if you ever find yourself in Poland, don't miss the chance to experience this architectural wonder firsthand. Guess what really drives St. Patrick's legend? The famous tale of St. Patrick driving snakes out of Ireland is, in fact, a myth. Historical evidence shows that snakes never actually inhabited the island, as it was too cold for them after the last ice age. Instead, this colorful story has taken root in Irish folklore, shaping cultural narratives and capturing imaginations over the centuries. Snakes often symbolize dangers or evil in various cultures, so St. Patrick's victory over them figures prominently in his legacy as a saint who brought Christianity to Ireland. Moreover, legends like this highlight how stories evolve, intertwining fact with fiction to deliver deeper meanings. So while there may be no real snakes to chase away, the story reflects the hopes and values of a community, reminding us of the power of storytelling in defining our cultural identity. Isn't it fascinating how myths can reveal more than just history? Did you know San Francisco hosted a major celebration in 1915? This exciting event, known as the Panama Pacific Exposition, marked a triumphant moment in history, celebrating the completion of the Panama Canal. This engineering marvel revolutionized shipping and trade by connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, drastically reducing the travel time for vessels. The exposition, which ran from February to December 1915, showcased the progress and innovation of the time. Attendees marveled at elaborate pavilions, art displays, and technological innovations from around the world. It wasn't just a fair, it was a grand celebration of peace, progress, and the possibilities of the modern age, following the devastation of the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. The event attracted over 19 million visitors, captivating them with stunning architecture and unforgettable performances. The Panama Pacific Exposition didn't just honor the canal's completion, it symbolized a turning point in global commerce and culture. Today, remnants of this significant event, such as the Palace of Fine Arts, remind us of that pivotal time. What do you think the world would be like without the Panama Canal? Ever thought carrots could turn your skin orange? It's surprisingly true that consuming large amounts of carrots can lead to a condition known as carotenemia. This happens because carrots are packed with beta-carotene, a pigment that gives them their vibrant color. When you eat too many carrots, the beta-carotene begins to accumulate in your body and can tint your skin an orange hue. This condition is generally harmless and usually goes away after reducing carrot intake. It's a fascinating example of how our diet impacts our appearance, truly illustrating the old saying, "You are what you eat." While most people need to eat an overwhelming amount of carrots for this to happen, think about several pounds each day. It's a good reminder of how important moderation is in our nutrition. So while carrots are healthy and delicious, it might be wise to balance them with other colorful veggies. Have you ever noticed this unexpected skin change from your favorite snacks? Why did a chicken dispute change car imports? In 1963, the world witnessed a curious conflict, now known as the Chicken War. It all started when Europe slapped heavy tariffs on U.S. chicken exports, making American poultry more expensive for European consumers. Not one to back down, the U.S. struck back with its own tariffs, notably targeting small trucks from Germany. This surprising agricultural spat didn't just ruffle feathers. It shook up the auto industry and led to what we now call the chicken tax. This tax has shaped vehicle import policies in the U.S. for decades, affecting how car manufacturers design and price their vehicles. Even today, the repercussions of this unusual conflict can be felt, as many smaller trucks face higher costs to enter the American market. Who would have thought that chicken could lead to such significant changes in auto trade? Here's a wild fact about hyenas and cats. Despite their dog-like appearance, hyenas are actually more closely related to cats on the genetic family tree. This surprising connection stems from their shared ancestry, which can be traced back millions of years. Hyenas belong to the family Hyenidae, while cats fall under Felidae. Both groups share certain traits, like retractable claws and specialized teeth for hunting and tearing meat, which highlight their feline characteristics. The spotted hyena, famous for its distinctive laugh-like call, is known to display social behaviors similar to those of lions, but their internal structure aligns more with that of a cat. So next time you see a hyena in the wild or on a documentary, remember that it might have more in common with your fluffy house cat than your barking neighbor's dog. Did you know that male aragonfish are great dads? This incredible species stands out in the underwater world for its unique parenting style. Once the female lays her eggs, the male quickly scoops them up into his mouth, creating a safe haven for the fragile eggs. This mouth-brooding behavior lasts for about 2 to 3 months, during which the male protects the developing eggs from hungry predators lurking nearby. It's a remarkable display of care, showcasing how male aragonfish take on significant responsibilities in raising their young. When the tiny fish hatch, they swim out into the world, equipped with the protection and nurturing provided by their dad. This fascinating behavior not only highlights the importance of male involvement in parenting within this species, but also sheds light on the intricate relationships found in nature. Isn't it amazing how different animal species develop such unique strategies for survival? Prepare to be amazed by Bill Gates' high-tech home. Nestled in Medina, Washington, Gates' impressive mansion, aptly named Xanadu 2.0, showcases the incredible influence of technology in modern architecture. Designed with the help of a Macintosh computer, this sprawling estate blends smart tech with luxurious living. Imagine a house that can adjust its lighting and temperature with just a touch on a screen. Beyond comfort, the design highlights the integration of technology into daily life, from automated shades to a sophisticated sound system throughout the property. Gates has fueled advancements in how we think about home building, proving that innovation can dramatically enhance our living spaces. The genius of using digital design tools like a Mac allowed for complex layouts and custom features that make this residence truly one of a kind. Isn't it fascinating how one person's vision can lead to so many new possibilities for architecture? Why exactly does coffee serve up legal battles? The infamous hot coffee lawsuit is a classic example of how consumer safety intersects with corporate responsibility. In 1992, Stella Liebeck spilled a cup of McDonald's coffee on herself, suffering severe burns. She claimed the coffee was excessively hot and unfit for consumption. When she took her case to court, it not only sparked a media firestorm, but also raised questions about how companies should prioritize consumer safety. The jury awarded her money for medical expenses and pain and suffering, highlighting that businesses can be held accountable for their products. As a result, this case made many people think twice about the safety of hot beverages and influenced how coffee is served in restaurants. It served as a landmark moment in product liability law, urging all companies to balance profit with responsibility. So how do we ensure our favorite drinks are safe to enjoy? Believe it or not, bionic prosthetics are revolutionary. These amazing devices, equipped with myoelectric sensors, have transformed countless lives by mimicking the movements of fingers and arms. Imagine having a prosthetic limb that responds to your muscle signals, allowing you to grip objects, wave hello, or even type on a keyboard just like anyone else. Myoelectric sensors detect tiny electrical signals generated by your muscles, translating them into precise movements. This technology not only boosts functionality, but also helps users feel more connected to their bodies. For many, it represents a new beginning after losing a limb, as they regain independence in everyday tasks. The beauty of these bionic limbs lies in their ability to learn and adapt, making them increasingly intuitive over time. Imagine children growing up with prosthetics that evolve alongside them, fostering confidence and creativity. As engineering and technology continue to advance, the future looks bright for bionic prosthetics, merging function with comfort. Who knows what amazing things we might see next in the world of prosthetic innovation? Have you ever wondered why redheads feel pain differently? This intriguing phenomenon is linked to a genetic mutation in the MC1R gene, which is responsible for producing red hair and fair skin. Research shows that individuals with this gene have a unique pain response, making them more sensitive to certain types of pain. Interestingly, studies have revealed that redheads may require more anesthesia during surgical procedures than those with other hair colors. This means that their bodies respond differently to pain medications, which can be crucial for healthcare providers to consider when treating patients. The mutation in the MC1R gene alters how redheads experience pain, leading to fascinating insights for medical practice. This genetic twist not only gives them their striking hair color, but also shapes their sensory experiences in unexpected ways. So next time you meet a redhead, remember their vibrant locks come with a unique twist that affects how they feel pain. Have you ever wondered why warm water isn't better? Many people believe that washing hands with warm water kills more bacteria than cold water, but that's not quite true. Research shows that the temperature of the water doesn't really matter when it comes to cleaning your hands. The secret to successful hand washing lies in using soap and the scrubbing action. Soap lifts dirt and germs off your skin, and scrubbing helps to physically remove those pesky bacteria. Whether you choose warm or cold water, the important part is to lather up with soap and scrub for at least 20 seconds. This way, you ensure that you're washing away harmful germs before touching your face or eating. So the next time you're at the sink, don't stress about the water temperature. Just remember to scrub up well and wash your hands frequently to keep those germs at bay. Is it really true that wind is silent? It might seem surprising, but wind itself makes no noise as it travels through the air. It's only when the wind interacts with objects like trees, buildings, or even people that we hear it. As the wind blows, it causes branches to sway, leaves to rustle, and can even whistle through window cracks, creating sounds that can range from a gentle whisper to a loud howl. This phenomenon happens because the wind's energy gets transferred to these objects, causing them to vibrate and produce sound waves. For example, a powerful gust against a tall building can create a booming noise, while softer breezes can lead to soothing rustling in leaves. So next time you hear the wind howling or swaying the trees, remember it's not the wind itself making the sound, but rather its interaction with the world around it. Let's uncover the truth about Walt Disney's fate. This beloved Disney icon, known for creating magical worlds, actually faced a different end than many fans believe. A popular myth claims that Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen after his death, leading countless people to wonder if he would one day be revived. However, this story is completely false. In reality, Disney was cremated just 2 days after he passed away in 1966. His ashes were laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in California, a serene location. The cryogenic freezing rumor likely sprouted from science fiction ideas circulating at the time, further amplified by media speculation. Despite the fascinating nature of the myth, there is no credible evidence supporting the claims of Disney's preserved body. So, next time you hear the tale of his supposed freezing, remember the truth behind this enduring legend. Have you ever wondered why some legal cases take forever? In India, a land dispute case that began way back in 1675 stretched on for an incredible 300 years, finally wrapping up in 1966. This long-lasting trial highlights the complexities involved in legal disputes and the challenges faced when trying to resolve them. Over the centuries, the case must have seen countless twists and turns, reflecting changes in society, culture, and even governance. The legal systems in place had to deal with evolving laws, shifting land ownership, and differing interpretations, making it hard to reach a conclusion. This saga didn't just affect the lives of those directly involved. It resonates as a reminder of how often justice can be delayed. So what can we learn from this extraordinary case about patience in the law? It's a fascinating glimpse into how time, politics, and human nature can intertwine in the pursuit of justice. Prepare to be amazed by spacefaring 3D printing. NASA has made a groundbreaking leap by developing the capability to email essential tools to astronauts in space using advanced 3D printing technology. This innovative system allows for the rapid production of necessary equipment that would typically take months or even years to deliver from Earth. Imagine being an astronaut and needing a specific tool to fix a critical system aboard the International Space Station. Instead of waiting for a cargo mission, the crew can print the tool right there. This not only saves time, but also reduces the amount of supplies that need to be sent into space. With 3D printing, NASA can customize tools to meet the unique challenges faced by astronauts, making space exploration more efficient and responsive. How will this technology shape the future of space missions? What if I told you about the Sahara Desert? This stunning landscape is the largest desert in the world, sprawling across approximately 9.2 million square kilometers. Imagine a place so vast and dry that it shapes the lives of its inhabitants. Temperatures in the Sahara can soar up to an astonishing 58 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest places on Earth. Stretching across several countries in North Africa, including Algeria, Chad, and Egypt, this desert features dramatic sand dunes, rocky plateaus, and unique ecosystems. Despite its harsh conditions, the Sahara is home to a variety of fascinating wildlife, like camels, desert foxes, and even rare oases that support life. People have lived here for thousands of years, adapting to the extreme climate and forming rich cultures, such as the Tuareg nomads who navigate the sands with remarkable skill. The Sahara is not just a barren wasteland, it is a dynamic environment that challenges and intrigues those who dare to explore it. What other secrets does the Sahara Desert hold? Unleashing the future. Meet the flying Uber bike. At the Detroit Auto Show, AERW-INS Technologies unveiled an astonishing innovation: the Uber bike, a futuristic flying bicycle that could change the way we think about transportation. Imagine zipping through the air at speeds exceeding 60 miles per hour. This incredible vehicle boasts the ability to fly for up to 40 minutes, making it a practical option for quick getaways and daily commutes alike. With its sleek design and advanced technology, the Uber bike combines the joy of cycling with the thrill of flying. It represents a significant leap in personal transport, merging the freedom of biking with the efficiency of aerial travel. Safety features are also a top priority, so riders can enjoy the experience without worries. As urban areas grow more congested, the Uber bike could offer a solution to traffic woes and redefine how we navigate our cities. Are we ready to embrace a world where flying bicycles are part of our daily lives? Did you know that human hair was used in WRT? During World War II, manufacturers struggled with fabric shortages, which greatly affected the production of uniforms and other essential materials. To combat this challenge, some industries turned to a surprising source: human hair. Hair, which was in abundant supply from hair salons and barbershops, was collected and transformed into thread and insulation. Not only did this creative solution help meet the urgent demand for textiles, but it also showcased human ingenuity in tough times. In fact, this hair-based material offered unique properties, including warmth and durability, making it an effective alternative to traditional fibers. While using hair in manufacturing might seem strange to us today, it highlights how necessity can lead to unexpected innovations. Who could have imagined that something as ordinary as hair would play a role in wartime production? Prepare to be amazed by ectopic eruptions. This rare condition can cause teeth to emerge from surprising locations like the nose, eyes, or even the brain. While we usually think of teeth growing neatly in our mouths, ectopic eruption twists that expectation. Scientists have linked these odd situations to teratomas, which are unusual tumors that can contain different types of tissue, including teeth. These developments showcase the remarkable, sometimes perplexing nature of human biology. Imagine a tooth popping up where it shouldn't be, leading to curiosity and medical intrigue. As strange as it sounds, ectopic eruptions serve as a reminder of how much we still have to discover about our own bodies. Each case adds a new layer to our understanding of development and health. So why do these unusual eruptions happen? The answers may unlock secrets about how our bodies grow and function. Guess what really drives Dr. Pepper 10's popularity? In 2011, Dr. Pepper 10 aimed squarely at men with a bold marketing campaign, creating a unique men-only Facebook page and designing cans in a sleek gunmetal gray. This strategy was all about presenting the drink as a rugged, masculine choice. However, the results were quite surprising. Despite the targeted advertising, nearly 40% of the people who actually tried the drink were women. This reveals a fascinating twist in consumer behavior. Women were drawn to the campaign's edgy aesthetic and the flavor itself, even if the branding was designed specifically for men. It's a great example of how marketing can sometimes miss its mark, or conversely, attract unexpected audiences. The story of Dr. Pepper 10 shows that flavor and quality often transcend gendered packaging and advertising. Isn't it interesting how taste can unite us all? Is it really true that your skin renews every month? Absolutely. The human body is an incredible marvel, and one of its amazing features is how quickly the skin regenerates. The outer layer, known as the epidermis, performs a full makeover every 28 days. This rapid process involves shedding old skin cells and replacing them with fresh, new ones. Why is this so important? Well, our skin serves as a crucial barrier, guarding us against infections and external threats like pollutants and harmful UV rays from the sun. Imagine the tiny cells working diligently to keep us safe without us even noticing. As we age, or if our skin suffers damage, this natural regeneration slows down, making it even more vital to care for our skin. A healthy diet, hydration, and sunscreen can work wonders. So next time you notice a cut healing or a glow after skincare, remember your skin is doing some serious behind-the-scenes work. What if I told you we used to have a third eyelid? Scientists believe that humans possess a tiny structure called the plica semilunaris, which is actually a vestigial remnant of a fully functional third eyelid, known as a nictitating membrane. This interesting feature was once crucial for our early human ancestors, providing protection for the eye by keeping it moist and shielding it from dust or harsh weather. Interestingly, many birds, reptiles, and some mammals still have this membrane, which helps them in their daily lives. Over millions of years, as humans evolved and adapted to different environments, the need for this extra layer of protection diminished, leading to the reduction of the nictitating membrane to just the small fold we see today. Now, the plica semilunaris doesn't play a significant role in our eye health, but stands as a unique symbol of our evolutionary journey. So next time you look in the mirror, remember that tiny fold is a fascinating connection to our distant past. Have you ever wondered about the Gateway Arch's true meaning? While it often symbolizes the gateway to the West, the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri, is more about history than geography. Designed as a monument to celebrate American westward expansion, it's a stunning piece of architecture rising 630 feet into the sky. People mistakenly believe it marks the exact geographic center of the contiguous United States, but that title actually belongs to Lebanon, Kansas. This fascinating detail highlights how the arch serves as a powerful historical symbol rather than a precise geographic landmark. Built between 1963 and 1965, the arch has become a beloved icon and draws millions of visitors each year. The significance of the arch lies in its representation of dreams, adventure, and the pioneering spirit that defined an era in American history. Isn't it amazing how a structure can hold such deep meaning? Here's what actually happens when alfalfa grows. Alfalfa, a remarkable plant, can survive for up to 20 years thanks to its long-lasting nature. One of its most impressive features is its taproot, which can reach depths of over 20 feet. This incredible root system helps alfalfa access nutrients and water that other plants can only dream of. By digging deep into the soil, alfalfa helps maintain soil health and prevents erosion, making it a hero in the agricultural world. Farmers often plant alfalfa in rotation with other crops, which not only enriches the soil with nitrogen, but also provides a nutritious forage for livestock. Its adaptability and resilience allow it to thrive in various climates, proving that this seemingly simple plant plays an enormous role in sustainable farming practices. So next time you see a field of alfalfa, remember how vital it is to our ecosystem and agriculture. Believe it or not, mice thrive on one meal a day. Recent research has revealed that mice who consume all their calories in a single meal tend to live longer than those who munch throughout the day. This fascinating finding suggests that the timing of food intake might be just as crucial as the amount consumed. Scientists observed various groups of mice, giving some a steady supply of food, while others were limited to a single daily feast. Surprisingly, the ones that only ate once a day showed improved health markers and increased longevity. This study raises intriguing questions about meal timing and its effects on aging and metabolism, not just in mice but potentially in humans as well. Could this mean that concentrating our eating into specific time windows might lead to healthier lives? The idea opens up new doors for exploring how our eating habits may influence our overall well-being. While we can't jump to conclusions just yet, these findings encourage us to consider the relationship between meal patterns and our health. Why exactly did a bakery get its own moat? In a quirky twist of fate, a crew in a European town accidentally created a medieval-style moat around a local bakery. While they were working with sandbags to manage floodwater, they inadvertently trapped the water inside a circle formed by the bags. This unexpected situation left the bakery surrounded by a picturesque yet inconvenient body of water. Instead of panicking, locals rolled up their sleeves and brainstormed creative ways to rescue both the bakery and its precious baked goods. From clever rafts to using planks as makeshift bridges, the community came together, proving that sometimes a little teamwork and ingenuity can turn a flooded disaster into a memorable adventure. So next time you see a sandbag, think of the bakery that became an island, reminding us that unexpected challenges can lead to fun solutions. Did you know helicopters can land on water safely? Thanks to the DART, Deployable Airborne Rescue Tool System, helicopters are now capable of making daring water landings even in the face of monstrous 20-foot waves. This incredible technology is a game-changer in rescue operations, allowing helicopters to reach people in distress during emergencies where traditional methods might fail. The DART system enhances stability and buoyancy, ensuring the helicopter remains safe while it delivers rescuers to those in need. Imagine a stormy sea with towering waves crashing all around. A helicopter swoops in to carry out a life-saving mission. This innovation not only makes it possible to rescue stranded sailors or individuals in danger, but also increases the effectiveness of emergency services. Advances like this remind us of how far we've come in using technology to protect lives. Did you know situs inversus flips internal organs? This unique condition affects about 1 in every 10,000 people, creating a fascinating twist in the way our bodies are structured. In individuals with situs inversus, their internal organs are reversed or mirrored from their usual positions. For example, the heart might be on the right side instead of the left, and other organs like the liver and stomach also switch places. Most people with this condition lead normal lives and don't even realize anything is different until they undergo medical imaging or surgery. Surprisingly, situs inversus rarely causes problems as the body compensates for the unusual layout. However, some individuals may face risks, especially if they require surgery, as doctors need to be aware of this condition to avoid confusion during procedures. Scientists are still exploring why this happens and if it's linked to genetics or environmental factors. The wonders of the human body continue to amaze us. Could you imagine living with your organs in a completely different arrangement? Here's something incredible about pets at weddings. In 23 U.S. states, pets have a unique role that goes beyond just being a beloved companion. They can become official witnesses at weddings, making the special day even more memorable. In bustling cities like New York and sunny California, couples are finding creative ways to include their furry friends. Imagine having your dog or cat not only by your side, but also signing the marriage certificate. These pets can leave their paw print or even their name on the document, creating a lasting keepsake that marks your union. This delightful trend demonstrates just how much pets mean to us, transforming traditional ceremonies into personal celebrations. Including pets in your wedding not only honors your bond with them, but also brings an extra layer of joy to the festivities. So, are you ready to let your pet be part of your big day? Did you know ads once told women to gain weight? In the 1940s, America was buzzing with a surprising message. Being heavier was trendy. Some advertisements boldly claimed that if women gained just 10 pounds, they would have better luck in dating. This fascinating phenomenon highlighted the societal beauty standards of the time, where curvier figures were considered more attractive. Images in magazines featured women with fuller figures, promoting an idea that seemed unusual today. These campaigns reflected cultural ideals, as many believed that looking a certain way would bring love and attention. The message resonated with many women who felt pressured to conform to these standards, showcasing how advertising can shape perceptions of beauty. This curious chapter in advertising history raises questions about how beauty ideals have changed over time. Today, we often hear messages encouraging body positivity and self-acceptance instead of emphasizing weight gain or loss. What do you think has driven this transformation in societal views on beauty?